Now, let us move on to the topic techniques of scientific management. What is techniques? Technique means important methods developed by Taylor and his associates, which can be considered as the mechanism by which the principles of management are applied in practice. Techniques can be pointized by such as functional foremanship, standardization and simplification of work, method study, motion study, time study, fatigue study, and differential Pswitch system. Among that, the first important point is functional foremanship. Taylor was mainly focusing in lower level management. Levels of management are top level, middle level, and lower level. Among that, Taylor mainly focused on the supervisor level. Then he planned to divide the work or the department as two. That means the work of the lower level managers were divided into two departments: planning department and production department, each with four specialists. Planning department, it is done by four experts or specialists, and they are able to plan all the work related matters. Specialists include instruction card clerk, who prepares and gives instructions to all workers in using of the tools, equipments, etc. Road clerk, they lay down the sequence of operation and direct the workers to follow it for completing a particular task. Time and cost clerk, they records the time taken for completion of each job and maintain the records of the cost of the work. And the last specialist, disciplinarian, to enforce the rules and regulations and to make sure or to maintain the discipline among the workers. These four specialists were helping in the planning of an organization or planning of the work of an organization. The second one was production department, and the specialists were speed boss, who ensures workers' performance at the required speed, or he makes sure that they are running at an optimum speed to utilize the resources properly. Second comes the gang boss, who arranges machines and tools for work and enable the workers to work immediately after entering into the organization. Third, repair boss, who ensures maintenance of the machines, cleaning, servicing, and repairing to keep them in efficient working order. And the last one, inspector, who always check the quality and control the output, because inspector ensures that the workers do their work in the desired quality and as per the specifications. Thus, production department completely focus on production. So, as per Taylor's functional foremanship, these lower level managers can easily concentrate what they are assigned into as per their specialist department. The second point in techniques of scientific management was standardization and simplification of the work, which means setting some standards for every activity in the organization. It can be set for the process, raw materials, time utilized, project to be produced, machinery to be purchased, or the methods or the working conditions of an organization. Standards means keeping a benchmark which must be utilized during production, because it helps to produce an excellent quality product. It increases the performance of men and machines. It develops the characteristics and quality of each product from their product line. Simplification means to reduce or to eliminate the unnecessary events of the organization, to eliminate unnecessary movements of labors, machines, and tools, to ensure that they are utilized at optimal level, thus which helps to increase their turnover and profit. So standardization and simplification mainly concentrate on smart working than hard working, because smart workers will move so fast and will achieve greater positions in the society. Third one was method study. It's a technique to know the best way to do a particular job, best method of doing a particular job. It starts from the procurement of the raw materials till the final product delivery to the ultimate consumer. All the activities were involved or comes under this method study. The objective of this method study is to minimize the cost of production, to improve the quality and level of customer satisfaction. An example of car assembling, all the sequence of operations, placing of employees, machineries, and raw materials will be systematically decided well in advance. So it improves their quality, eliminates the wastages, and improve the level of customer satisfaction. And the fourth one in the techniques was motion study. Motion, which already we discussed in method, the unnecessary movements of employees can be reduced by putting forward the proper working method. Motion study refers to the study of movements like lifting, putting things, sitting and changing positions, etc., with a view to eliminate unnecessary movements. It helps to eliminate all these wastages while doing a job. For example, in a study conducted in bricklaying, Taylor and his associates Gilbert found that motion can be reduced from 18 to 5 through proper motion study. Next, we have to move to time study. Through the time study, the minimum time required for each element of work is determined here. In this technique, it helps in fixing a standard time for the job, which will save cost, time, and effort. So we can say that time study is the technique of determining the standard time required to complete a well-defined job. Objectives of time study were to determine the number of workers to be employed, to frame suitable incentive schemes, and to determine the labor cost. So it helps in deciding a particular wages for the proper movement of employees. Next, fatigue study. It is the technique of determining the amount and frequency of rest intervals required to complete a particular job. Because workers or the employees are human beings and they are subject to fatigue on account of overwork, stress, and strain. When a worker is required to work continuously, his energy, his speed, and efficiency in the work will be diminishing. That is, he will get tired and needs rest to recoup the energy lost and to refresh himself. Fatigue can be considered as physical fatigue, psychological, or mental, which adversely affects the health of the employees. So, it is therefore necessary to ensure that the working hours of an organization are regulated and proper rest are provided scientifically to the employees. And the last point, differential Pswitch system. Already we discussed during time study, one of the main objective of time study was to determine the labor cost and to provide them a suitable incentives as per their work. So in differential Pswitch system, Taylor put forward as the best performers or the workers should be rewarded with a separate wage system. That means a dual wage system should be fixed to differentiate between efficient and inefficient workers. So, differential piece wage system means it's a wage system wherein dual wage rates are fixed to differentiate between efficient and inefficient workers and wages paid accordingly. Under this plan, standard task will be set with the help of the time and motion studies, and two wage system were fixed for each job. A higher piece rate for those who produce the standard of work, lower rate for those who fail to reach the particular standard. So, if we are considering as an example, if a standard output is determined by the organization to produce 30 units per day and two wage system was introduced as 10 rupees per unit and 8 rupees per unit. When the workers produce all the 30 units, which was the standard of the organization, then he will be given with the 10 per unit amount. That means 10 into 30, which means he will be getting 300 rupees. When he fails to achieve the 30 units, which is the standardization mark of the organization, and he could only be able to produce 28 units, then he will be considered into the next wage system, that is 8 rupees per unit. Then automatically he will be getting only 224 rupees, because 8 into 28, and it will be coming as 224. So automatically, if he is just falling short of 2 units per day, he'll automatically lose 76 rupees daily. So it increase his efficiency, and if he is an inefficient worker, he try to perform well, and automatically he will become an efficient worker. So he will perform better and try to achieve the target of the organization. Otherwise, he will be removed from the organization. So, in summary, we can say that scientific management we already discussed, which was introduced by F.W. Taylor, and we discussed its definition, its aims and objectives, principles of scientific management, and at last, in this topic, we discussed about the techniques of scientific management. Thank you. Have a nice day.